hello Space Engineers, and welcome back. Since I've got a somewhat temporary base set up, or the beginnings of a base set up over there, I figured I'd come over here and take a look at this signal that is flashing up. And now that I'm over here, and I can kind of see what it is, this is looking familiar. I do have one of these. I really don't need it for the materials so much. I might just kind of mark this. I may want some of the hydrogen tanks, maybe not. Or I might just kind of come down and grind it all down. I am going to need more steel, more stuff like that. I'm going to end up needing a lot of silicon eventually. And I might save some of the, ooh, I don't want to get any closer. And I might save some of the large hydrogen engines, but beyond that, I don't think there's anything whoops. Well, that's not coming back. But as I was saying, I really don't think I need much of anything on that. I might grab some of the hydrogen engines off of it, but mostly I think I'm just going to leave it there. That being said, that's going to be after I go and disarm it, and I don't think I'm getting that probe back. Let's turn that over to there. I've got those on. That, there. And now I need to go find out where that was again. So yeah, I'll find that again, and I'll disarm it, then probably come back here and do some building. So, yeah. Give me a chance to find that and get over there again so we can disarm it. I'll be back. Well, hello Space Engineers, and welcome back. I have made my way over here with something that can shoot back. And interestingly enough, my little drone there is still broadcasting, though if I connect into it, it doesn't show anything. Let me see, this is off. It automatically turns off when I get in. There it is. So if I connect into it, there's like no control anything, so there's no remote, there's no AI blocks, there's nothing. It's not much more than a battery and what it looks like an antenna. Is there a... There's not even a gyro. So yeah, it's just a floating batteries and an antenna. But it did mark the way coming back to here. So I at least got that much. So let's see what we've got here. So I see our missile launcher. And yes, this is basically the ship that I've got parked back near the station, so I probably won't be taking... I mean, the large hydrogen engines may be useful, but beyond that, I may not be taking too much back of this. I might just kind of leave it here for now. But that is after I disarm some things. I think that ricocheted. Well, for some reason that one keeps ricocheting, so I'm going to leave that. No, let's change my angle here. I don't have too many of those rounds to waste. There we go. And that one's disabled. Now, Let's... That appears to be gone. And that one's now smoking pile. Let's see, and I know I'm trying to turn that down so I don't yank that around too much. On these, at least on some of these, I think I see an antenna right there. Or not an antenna, but a, no. Let's see if I can't get close enough and get this thing to start shooting at me. Let's see, there's that one. I'm not within range of that one. Actually, let me turn that on, see if I can't control that well enough. Come on, hit the stupid thing. Well, I'd think this could take it out, but... There it goes. And... I don't see anything there, but I'll tell you what I will do. Let's see if I can't take out that battery. So no, this thing's not going to try to shoot at me. Well, that battery's tough. I'm not hitting it that much. I'm not real close to it. Well, I thought I've taken that out by now. I thought killing the battery would have been the fast thing to do, but apparently not. Oh, there it goes. Now it's dead. Going to stay out here. Let's see, how much ammo do I have on me still? Okay, I've got a few rounds of that and some of that. Going to keep that right there, and let's go claim some blocks so we don't disappear. Hostile signal. Where's that coming from? I don't like you.
Inventory full.
Oh, there's a warhead on there too. So I need to be careful with that. The one I took did not have a warhead on it. That looks yellow, I think. It hasn't gone off yet. I see that as a good thing. Where's the sensor? I'm afraid if I dive in and try to grind it, it'll go off. And I don't see a sensor. There's 2 bombs. Ooh. I don't like this. Well, that's back there out of harm's way. This might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna go for it. Okay, I somehow got trapped on against nothing. But that is 1 disabled. That's going. Okay, I see the sensor on that one now. But I think I got that one in time. Let me turn you off. Off. Let me claim you. And let me look for... I see 2 incomplete warheads, so they're done. And it looks like all the turrets are taken care of. So I want to say it is now mine. Or at least it's not going to disappear. The main section of it's not going to disappear. The one I captured didn't have any warheads on it, which was kind of nice. Let's see if this one, since it's different... Let's see what it has. That's worthwhile. I see nothing there. Let me grind down.
Inventory full.
I don't see anything there. Let me dump some of this stuff off here. So I'm not trying to carry it all around. And yeah, let me turn this off. And claim it. If I can find the control panel on it. Well, I'll have a poke around. The last one didn't have much of anything on it, really. I'm not expecting much different here. Yeah, I'm not seeing much of anything. I think I will take my spoils in the way of ammunition. Out of these, if they're going to give me any ammunition. No ammunition? Let's come over here. I do have a couple more speed modules now. I can have, yeah, I've got headlights. Well, that's kind of disappointing. The ammunition's half the reason to come after these.
Inventory full.
I can shove that over here. I might kill that antenna. And no missiles.
Inventory full.
Okay, let's come after you two. Okay, for some reason I'm not getting the ammunition out of those. Because it showed that there was some in there. Let me switch to a slower grinder. Maybe that's what I need. See, it shows 20 in there. Well, I guess it's just not going to give me the ammo. Well, darn. Turn you off. I'm going to GPS this, head back home, and probably do a few things back there once I get back home, but let me... do that, head back home, and do a little work back there. Oh, I need to see if I can't gather this, what's left of this thing here. Not much. I might put a mag plate on that or on this, grab that, and then I'll head back home. I'll see you back when I get there. Well, I have made it back to the ship. I grabbed what was left of that little probe, and looking at it, I don't think that's worth rebuilding. There's not much left. But that's what happens when I get a little too close, I guess. But there's parts. I've got some engines. I've got, I can't get the battery cells back out, but that's okay. I might be able to move those batteries around and reuse them. But that's what happens when I get too close. So now that I'm back here, get myself reoriented here. I have not done anything here really. I mean, I've came back, I plugged that in. I did manage to get the little cab back out. It's kind of a tight fit, but it's out. And okay, I've got some silicon there. I wish it would go after the nickel first. Hold on, because I really don't need the cobalt much. It's out of an old wreck. So they called it an arc furnace. Do that. Nope. That is what I want. There. Maybe that'll start to pull the nickel now. I really don't need the cobalt. I don't need that much nickel either, but I'm going to need it before anything. That battery is depleted in 6 hours. I should get some sun back before then. Yeah. So I'll get some sun back before then. This probably help when I plug this in. It probably really pulled down on it. But that's alright. So, where was I? We're going to do some building. Don't have anything there as far as materials. I think it's all still back here. That's okay. Let's do that, and let's grab another bunch of that, and believe it or not, I'm going to grab some of those. And let's come over here and see if we can't lay out some things. Figure out where we're going to be laying it out. Because some of that, I haven't figured out how I'm going to do this production area yet. So I'm going to kind of sort of ignore the production area. Let's see, let's do clean for now. Let's kind of build this corner out a bit. Come off this corner like that. Let me go here. Find that. See. Boy, that's dark. That's hard to see. I think I want it wider than that. Yeah, I want it wider than that. I think I want full cubes there. Like that. Then going to come in like that. I think that's what I want. Kind of want to mark the center line here. Let's weld those up simply so I can kind of see what's going on here. Yeah, that's right. Then, do we have laid out anywhere? No, I don't see them. We've got the bay windows. We've got that kind of window. I think I can stick with the bay windows for now. The bay window diagonal with railing. And once again, these colors may be temporary. I'll figure out color scheme later. Do that. And I'm looking for those. Put those in like that. And like that. And then for the top, going to put in these. Okay, that's what I'm going to need the other windows for. I'll come back to, that's 1x2. Is the 1x1s in there also? Let's pull up the 1x1s, because those are the ones I'm going to need. But let me finish off putting these in. And right there, I believe that's the one I want. Kind of hard to see everything here in I think I'm going to leave it like that. Let me do some welding up, see what I can get welded up here, so we can see what this looks like. I'll be back after that. Well, I've done some welding, and I've also added a little bit of light, but I wanted to get this together just to have an idea of what it looked like and kind of show you what some of my ideas were for this. Now, colors can be done differently because, well, I don't have colors here, period, yet, but I can figure out something for colors. But this is kind of my idea of what I was thinking for some hallways or corridors between sections. So I'll have like a production wing here where I'll have assemblers, refineries, hopefully more, at least one full-size refinery instead of just that little thing, but we'll see what we get. And I can have a central, or my plans right now at least, are to have a central area where it has kind of an arboretum, and off of that, you know, I've got spokes coming off of that to lead to the different areas. For like, I've got my production, there'll be one for storage, living area, like a hangar and stuff like that, so various things like that. But it's all kind of sort of hinged on the idea of being able to make a corridor between the sections looking like this. Now I could make it narrower versus having the basically two wide. I can have just one section wide. The only problem is I'm not sure how to put lights in it, because with this I can put the lights here in the corner, and with that dividing wall it kind of looks okay still, where if that was just basically half, so the other wall would kind of be like right through here, I wouldn't really be able to put lights in it like this, or I could put lights in it like this, but it'd just look uneven. So this is my solution for doing kind of a angled 45 walkway here. that has lights in it. And I can, of course, take this dividing wall, put it out completely, maybe put a rail or something like that in there, change this into windows or glass or something like that. There's various things I might try to make it look better, but I do think I kind of like that. And I can work with that and still not figure out how I want to make this look, or even if I want to enclose it all the way. Because if I enclose it, I'm going to have to break it back open and redesign it when I add stuff to it. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant on getting that done. But the rest of this, I think I'm going to be doing this. And I need to go do a storage wing that's going to have some cargo containers and hydrogen tanks. Which, now that I've got that other wreck somewhere, I've got more hydrogen tanks to play with. But I'll have some hydrogen tanks up here, and then also have some down there, because that's where I'm getting my ice. Or I'm planning on getting my ice, is down there off Triton, because there's lots of ice down there. And getting it from down there up to here, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I think I can do that. My original plan was to go over to Europa and do the same thing, but have a completely different way of getting the ice back into orbit. But it worked out that the trade stations were over here instead of around Europa, so I'll do it here, and I'll save my other idea in my back pocket for another time, perhaps. But for now, I think I will cut it off here. I may continue to do a little bit of layout on this base. Look for some silicon, because that's pretty much all the glass I had on me. I've got some silicon still, but that's not going to be enough to really... I mean, if I want a full-size Arboretum, I'm going to need more glass. So I'll need to poke around at some of these asteroids, see if I can't find some. But I can do some of that off camera. That'll give this a chance to process all that nickel and cobalt. So I've got some homework to do, and I'll be back and figure out something to do next time. But thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.